I'm going to tell you how you can teach yourself English by speaking with yourself. I'm serious. It really works, and I'm going to explain how it works in this video. So before we get started, press like, press subscribe, share this video with your friends, and all of that other good stuff that people usually say. So let's jump right in. This video is about English and how you can learn English by speaking with yourself. And I don't mean that you need to just walk around talking to yourself like, "Hey Chris, let's practice some English." "Well, Chris, nice to meet you." "Oh, hi Chris, nice to meet you too." I don't mean to be like a crazy person, right? We don't have to talk to ourselves like that. But what I'm talking about is understanding why we are using English. Of course we're using English to communicate. Of course we're using English to achieve some kind of result. But a lot of people forget about that result. And if they focus on it, they can teach themselves a lot of English. And they can practice English with themselves, and it will really help them. A lot of people think that practicing by yourself won't help you learn a language, but it's really the opposite. Practicing by yourself is the most important time. The time that you spend with a teacher, the time that you spend doing exercises online or from a book or watching YouTube videos or like this video, right? The time you spend doing that is way less effective, much less effective than the time that you spend doing work on your own. When you're doing it on your own and by yourself, you get to think about it so much differently. You get to process this information differently, and you get a lot more out of it. Because when you're interacting with someone, or when you're just focusing on something else that's happening, then you observe and understand a lot less of it than when you do it and observe it, right? So today, let's look at English as a tool, an instrument. English is an instrument that we use to achieve something. For some people, they're trying to use English to find love, right? There's a lot of people who speak with their significant other, the person who they love. They speak to this person in English, and they might be from different countries, but they use English to communicate. So for them, it's about love. It's about their family, maybe someone in their family speaks English and they need to speak it too. Maybe you were just born speaking English, right? And you like this, and all your family speaks English, right? So there's lots of different reasons. But for some other people, English isn't part of their life, and English is really something that they use to make money. English is part of their job. It's part of their career. To achieve a high level in their career path or in their industry, they might need to know English at a high level. And so the reason for studying English then is different, and the result that we want to get out of studying English is going to be different too. So before we really understand how to study English ourselves and the best way to teach ourselves English and practice English with ourselves, the best way to do that first is to understand how we are using this instrument, how we are using this tool that is called the English language. How we're using this instrument, this tool called the English language, and what we're going to do with it, what result we want to achieve. So once we know that, then we can practice this activity in a more specialized way, in a more focused way, on exactly the things that we need to improve on immediately or short term. So by doing that, we're going to be able to improve our skill level for that specific thing very quickly. We'll be more effective at that because we specialized in that thing. And so when we're trying to build any kind of skill, this works. Now, when you're building this skill, of course, practice makes you better at it. And how can you practice English? You need to find someone to speak with, right? That's why we have speaking programs at my website, chrisamericos.com. Okay, I'm done with the commercial. If you don't have someone to practice with like that, then you can practice with yourself. And by imagining this conversation, imagining what people will say to you, and then imagining your answers and actually saying your answers, having the conversation yourself, will help improve your skill. Basketball players do this. They imagine shooting the basketball into the basket. They imagine it without a ball, and they imagine it when they're sitting, and when they're laying down, and when they're standing up. They close their eyes, they imagine it. And then when they shoot later, they make more of their shots. Golfers do this. All sports people do this. At a high level, there are trainers and there are coaches to improve their ability. They need to focus on specific movements and skills, and they need to imagine it in their mind and practice it all the time like that. So it's exactly the same with English. Specialize, find exactly the result that you need to get, how you're using this instrument, this tool, and then you can focus specifically on the things that you need to improve to get a great result right now. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Don't forget to press like, subscribe, share, and all of that great stuff. And I hope to see you again very soon, maybe in one of our lessons or in another YouTube video here. All right, take care, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.